So we start with this problem now. Find x of n of x of e power j omega, which is equal to 6 divided by e power minus j to omega minus 5 into e power minus j omega plus 6. Have you all copied?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, fine. So we have seen finding x of n earlier, but that question format is completely different from this format. So we'll see if we get the question in this fashion, how to approach it. Okay. So I want you to just write the question x of e power j omega, which is equal to 6 divided by. So you know to take the partial fraction. So the denominator I want to write in terms of products. So you know how to do it. This is my number, right? 6. This 6 I can write it as 3 into 2. 3 2s are 6. At the same time, when I add these two, I should get this middle number. So if I add this 3 plus 2, it becomes plus 5. But I am having minus 5 here. So I will put minus 3 minus 2. So if I add, it becomes minus 5. If I multiply also, it becomes plus 6. And see this, you imagine like x square. In place of x, I have e power minus j omega. So x square, e power minus j omega the whole square, x square minus 5x. So 5 into e power minus j omega plus constant term 6. So it is like x square minus 5x plus 6. So then I came to know that my fractions are minus 3 and minus 2. So I can write it as x minus 2 and x minus 3. X minus 2 is multiplied with x minus 3. See, you are getting minus 3 as one number. So it is x minus 3 and you are getting minus 2 as one more answer. So it is x minus 2. Do you have any doubts in this?
No, ma'am.
No.
No.
So in school, okay, they might have used different methods to take the partial fraction. It is not partial fraction, it is a factors, right? Factors. These we will call it as factors in mathematics. So you have a number of methods to find out the factors. So I follow this method which I have explained to you now. So any method you can follow. Ultimately, you should get the same factors, whatever methods you use. So successfully I could see always the step is the denominator should be in product form. That is the concept. So because of factorization, I have got the denominator in product form. Then see in control systems, recently you're studying partial fraction. I know that. So you know how to find out the partial fraction. So I want you to just rewrite the question x of e power j omega in terms of partial fraction. See x of e power j omega equal to 6 divided by the denominator can be written as a divided by the first term and then plus b divided by the second term. A divided by the first term plus b divided by the second term. See, you can do the partial fraction in any way, any method. I have done in my method. Okay, it is easiest method or simplest method. Since the left hand side we have a product, the right hand side also I want the product. So to get the product at the right hand side in the denominator, I have to take the LCM. So when I take the LCM, you know, you are just going to cross multiply it, right? So A will be multiplied with e power minus j omega minus 3 plus B will be multiplied with e power minus j omega minus 2 such that both at the left hand side and right hand side the denominator will be cancelled. So the numerator only will be present, which is 6 is equal to A into e power minus j omega minus 3 plus B into e power minus j omega minus 2. Are you people able to follow my method? This is one of the method. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Control systems, what was the method you followed? You follow different method.
Same.
Same, okay, fine. Okay. See now after this, what is our ultimate aim? Our ultimate aim is I should find out A, I should find out B. When if we want A, my B term should be equal to 0. If we want B, my A term should be equal to 0. So now I am interested in finding this B term. So B term, to make this 0, the only possibility is this e power minus j omega. If I make it as 3, if I assume it as 3, then 3 minus 3 becomes 0. The complete first term will be vanished. So I will be getting the second term. So I am just letting e power minus j omega is equal to 3, so that the left hand side is 6 only. 6 is equal to, the first term will be 0. My second term is plus b into, see this e power minus j omega, we have lettered it as 3. So 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2 is 1. So b is equal to 6. So I hope you follow this. So successfully we got b value. I want a value. So tell me, what is the assumption of e power minus j omega to get a?
+2.
Plus 2, very good, plus 2. So you people do that and get me the answer. What is the value of a?
-6, ma'am.
Minus 6, very good, minus 6. So once you get a and b, you know which equation we have to apply this a and b. So I'm just scrolling the screen. So this is my equation, right? This is my equation. So if you want, you can make this as equation 1. This is your equation 1. So after getting a value, b value, substitute in equation 1. So once you substitute in equation 1, you will be getting like this. See, you can see here, x of e power j omega is equal to minus 6 by e power minus j omega minus 2 plus 6 by e power minus j omega minus 3. So once you get it, listen, we have direct formula if the denominator is in proper format. So I'm trying to convert the denominator in 1 minus e power format, 1 minus e power format. So my denominator is not in the form of 1 minus. I have some junk here. Here I have 2, here I have 3. So in order to get 1 minus format, okay, see my 1 should not have minus sign. My 1 should be with plus sign. So what I should do, I can make minus 2 outside from the first denominator. Am I clear with you? I am moving minus 2 outside. So if I move minus 2 outside, within the bracket, I will get 1 minus of e power minus j omega by 2. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So my
Yes,
denominator should be in the form of 1 minus format. Okay. So similarly, in the second term denominator, minus 3, I am moving it out. If I move minus 3 out, I will be having 1 minus of e power minus j omega by 3. If there is a possibility of cancelling the numbers in the numerator and denominator, you can do it. So from the first term, minus 6 minus 2 can be easily divided. So it becomes plus 3 and denominator remains same. And in the second term, 6 and minus 3, when you divide it, it becomes minus 2. So minus 2, the whole divided by 1 minus 3, sorry, 1 minus 1 by 3 e power minus j omega. So successfully, I made the denominator in the proper form so that I can apply the ready-made formula. Okay. So you can see in the screen, we are going to use the inverse IDFT formula. Inverse formula or inverse DTFT, I can write inverse DTFT formula. DTFT. I have written wrongly here, DTFT. So listen, numerator will be same. So numerator is 3. If you have 1 minus of, okay, 1 minus of e power, 1 minus of, I can write here like this. See, 1 minus of a multiplied with e power minus j omega. If you have the format like this in the denominator, it's inverse DTFT, inverse discrete time Fourier transform. Inverse discrete time Fourier transform is, I can write, it is a power n into u of n. Can you follow this formula, everyone? Just write this formula. This is your formula. If you have 1 minus a e power minus j omega, then its inverse Fourier transform is a power n multiplied with u of n. So now if you compare this formula with the denominator of first term, can I write this a 1 by 2 power n as per my formula, which is multiplied with u of n. Can I write like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, the second term, can you write it by your own? So minus 2. 2 is the numerator. Numerator, we are not doing anything. We are just keeping as it is. Then here, in place of a, I have 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 power n into u of n. So now if something is common between the two terms, you can make that common term out and you can write your answer properly. So u of n is common between the terms. So I can just move u of n outside. So within the bracket, I am having only this term. Okay. See, I have seen this type of problems also in the question paper. So after today's class, I think you can try some more problems from the assignment. See, I have a question to you all. See, if the denominator is 1 plus 1 by 2, then tell me how you will write apply the formula and what is your answer, tell me, anybody? If it is plus 1 by 2, what you would have done? Is my question is clear? Am I audible or not?
Minus 1 by 2 to the power n, ma'am.
Very good, very good. See, 1 minus of, we will write like this. 1 minus of minus 1 by 2. I hope you are understanding it. First we will split it, okay. 1 minus of minus 1 by 2 e power minus j omega. So when you combine this again, you will be getting plus only. But as per my formula, what my formula says, 1 minus format should be there. A multiplied with e power minus j omega. So successfully I made this minus minus here, but in place of a, my number is now minus 1 by 2. So you would have written minus 1 by 2 power n or minus 1 by 3 power n if it is plus sign here. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. See, I think this you might have studied in your mathematics. Mathematics, have you people studied all these things? Under some Z transforms or do you have Z transforms in your mathematics?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Like this, have you people studied or not studied? Okay, no reply. Studied, okay, fine. See, as per my notes, I have completed first half of your fourth module, okay? But still, after referring some more books, I came to know that one more problem is important in exam point of view. So that is not written in my notes. I am just going to solve it here in this screen. Okay. So just take down this question. I am just going to give you only the hint. Okay. You have to solve it and get me the answer in the next class. So write the question. Find the Fourier transform. Find the Fourier transform of x of n equal to minus a power n u of minus n minus 1. Okay, where a is real. So this is there in one of the question papers. See, find a Fourier transform of x of n. Tell me, Fourier transform means which Fourier transform it is? Is it CTFT or DTFT? Tell me.
DTFT.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me again. Can you repeat it again?
DTFT.
Very good. DTFT. See, I told during the class, instead of giving DTFT, find DTFT just to confuse you, they give just FT. So you should not think we have not done it. So FT of discrete time signal is nothing but DTFT. Okay. So I have to use the DTFT formula. What is my DTFT formula says? Tell me, this capital X of e power j omega is equal to, my formula says summation n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of n e power minus j omega n, right? Minus j omega n. Now my next step is I have to substitute my x of n. So when we substitute x of n, minus a power n will be there, and this is unit step signal, so its value will be equal to 1. But the bracket term says that how I have to modify the summation limits as per this bracket term. So I will just modify the summation now. Summation n is equal to minus infinity to minus 1. N is equal to minus infinity to minus 1. So this x of n is the same, minus a power n, which is multiplied with e power minus j omega n. So you can ask me how it is minus infinity to minus 1. See, this minus n is representing we are having the signal towards the negative side. See, we have the signals towards the negative side, and it is only up to 1. So negative side I am having minus 1 as the number. So I have to change the limits as minus infinity to minus 1. Yes, can everyone follow this? See, if you do this correctly, then the remaining answers we can do it easily. Shall we move on? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now the next step is what? The possibility of taking the powers. Okay, powers. So I have minus a into e power, or I can make minus outside only just to avoid the confusion. So minus, let it be outside only. So e power I will write plus j omega, e power plus j omega, the whole power minus n. I will tell you why I have taken e power plus j omega later. Okay, so right now you just see whether it is right. A power n, right? So a power n means it should be plus n, and here it should be minus. Is it right now? The bracket term is right now. Tell me, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, see, still I am not putting in the proper form. I will tell you. I should get minus n as the power. I will tell you why it is. See, my limits are minus infinity to minus 1. Okay, I don't want my limits with minus values. So I want to convert into plus. So what is the possibility? I'm just letting what m is equal to minus n. I'm letting m is equal to minus n. Tell me, if I let m is equal to minus n, tell me my summation lower limit now. So I want m now. So m is equal to minus of n. So n lower limit is minus infinity. So if I substitute minus infinity here, minus of minus infinity, will it become plus infinity? The power limits?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Similarly, what about the upper limit? Upper limit will be equal to
1.
1. Very good. So now I have minus a into e power minus j omega the whole power minus m. Is it right? Tell me, minus m. Yes. But I do not have any formula. See, I have all the formula with a power n. See, summation n is equal to 0 to infinity a power n. That means plus n only I have the formula. But here I am having minus m. So I should convert this minus m into plus m. So for that, what I am going to do is, and one more thing, can I swap the summation limits? Can I swap it? Instead of infinity to 1, can I make it as 1 to infinity? Everyone, can anybody tell me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now this minus will be minus only. See, I want this minus sign become plus. So what I will do is, I will write this a power plus 1 as a power minus 1, and then e power minus j omega as e power plus j omega. the whole power m. Now you tell me whether have I done everything correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you remember that this power should be positive. So to make the power positive, this minus 1 into m, you just assume that it is minus 1 into m. This minus I am moving it inside. So it is a power minus 1 and then e power minus j omega into minus 1. So it becomes plus e power j omega. And now, just now we have seen in the earlier problem, if the lower limit is 1, we have seen the formula. Can anybody tell me the answer for this problem? So the minus sign will be there outside. I'm just going to apply the formula now. So it is a power m, and here we have the lower limit as 1. Can anybody tell me how it will be changed? What's the formula says? Can anybody tell me the formula so that I will only write by my own? A power minus 1 e power plus j omega the whole power n naught. Am I right? Are you people following it or not? I am not getting any response.
Yes.
Just today we have seen the formula. If denominator is not equal to 0, if it is having some number, I have given the formula. As per the formula, can anybody tell me the formula so that I will write the answer here? It is
Divided by 1 minus a, ma'am.
1 minus a. In place of a, what we have here? It is a power minus 1 e power plus j omega. So in the numerator, power n naught is 1 only, so that will not influence much here. So my next step is whatever simplification is possible, that much simplification I have to do it. Okay. So what I will do is better, I will take this A inverse 1 by A I will take, and this minus I will move it inside. So if I move that minus inside, I am doing two things parallelly. A inverse I am writing it as 1 by A e power j omega, and I have one minus sign outside. That minus I am just moving it inside to the denominator. So my first term becomes plus. That means 1 by A e power plus j omega, then minus 1. Tell me whether am I right here?
Yes, ma'am.
Then the next thing is if I take LCM in the denominator, I can cancel 1 by A, 1 by A. So I'm just writing the final answer. It is just e power j omega, the whole divided by e power j omega minus A. So this is your key answer in the exam. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think we have solved all types of problems under DDFT. So whatever the question format is, you can easily solve these problems. So from tomorrow, I will start the second half of this module 4. So second half, I start with the properties of Fourier transform. Okay. So I'll just erase this because we have completed this problem. I think there is no doubt in this. And today you can try the assignment with the help of all these problems which we have solved. So till the portions covered, you can solve the assignment problem. Okay. And I want to tell you one thing. Just I will share the syllabus, then I will explain. Mm, So let me just take the syllabus. I think you can see the syllabus, right? Can't you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
See, I want to tell you one thing. See, module 3, we have seen the CTFS properties. And here in module 4, we have properties of Fourier transform. See, linearity we have seen in the previous module, time shift, frequency shift, scaling, everything we have seen. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm just going to give you the notes, okay? The proof of all these properties are similar to the previous module properties. I hope you can understand the steps and you can just write by your own. So I will just concentrate only the problems based on the properties of Fourier transform. So if I do that, I can easily complete this module because fifth module is very lengthy. So if I still be in the fourth module, I cannot complete the syllabus within the dates. So the properties, I'll be forwarding you the notes today itself. You can just try to solve it, the proof, comparing. You can compare with the previous properties derivation. Then you can just try by your own the properties of Fourier transform. So and be ready with the problems for the based on the properties of Fourier transform for the tomorrow's class. And one more thing is, see, they have just given properties of Fourier transform in the syllabus. Properties of Fourier transform is mainly for CTFT. Okay. See, just if they give plain FT properties that says they are asking the properties for CT, continuous time signal. They are not asking the properties of DTFT. So in the previous module, module 3, there was CTFS, there was no DTFS. Okay. So Fourier series was there in the previous module. As per the syllabus, only CTFS was there was no DTFS. But in module 4, we have both DTFT as well as CTFT. And they may ask you to do the formulas, properties of Fourier transform that says that it is only for CT signals, not for DT signals. So we are going to solve the properties only for CT signals, not for the DT signals. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So don't get confused with the things because each and everything looks like similar. If you understand it clearly, you can do it by own. So right now, I'm just going to take the attendance and so attendance, Ambika,
Present, ma'am.
Bhavana.
Present, ma'am.
Bhavana, so many days you did not attend the class. Bhavya,
Present, ma'am.
Christopher. Christopher is not there. Manikanta. Manikanta is also not there. Somebody can check and Manikanta ninna karita idini.
Present, ma'am.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಕರಿಬೇಕಪ್ಪ? ನಾಯಕ, ಧನುಷ್ ನಾಯಕ. You're also not there. Okay. Ganesh Gangadkar,
Present, ma'am.
Gonukundla Prasad, Gautama,
Present, ma'am.
Harshita,
Present, ma'am.
Kavya,
Present, ma'am.
Lakshmi, Manu,
Present, ma'am.
Mubarak, Pranav,
Present, ma'am.
Prithvi,
Present, ma'am.
Leena, Rakesh, I don't know. He's there. I think Sai is attended. Sanjay,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Scott is